Hi, hello. Welcome to the Let's Podcast About Blank podcast. And this is the small intro video about what this podcast is going to be about. And I hope there's going to be a lot of serious videos about a lot of topics that we will going to talk about and touch on, mention on, and brag about. So anyway, this is the intro, a little bit background story about me. Hi, my name is Sasha. I'm Russian. I live in Moscow. I used to live in China and I used to live in Korea. So I do have a lot of funny stories to share, and I do have a lot of interests in everything, anything. I'm just all over the place. So every time I want to share something, I do share it with my friends, and I feel like it's not enough for me. That's why I decided to hop on this podcast thing and talk to you guys about other things, share opinions, stuff, just anything. Because every time when I see some kind of news, some kind of maybe research, or just people giving opinions, I want to say something. But sometimes I don't particularly say exactly to the person who's saying it. I'm just thinking about it in my head. So I just want to also share it on this internet thing, because why there is internet if you cannot share your opinions, right? So a little bit more background story about me. I grew up in Russia. Then during high school I went to China. I finished university there. I studied economics. It was very fun, very interested. I made a lot of friends there. And during my university time, I somehow discovered that I am a little bit Korean. I always knew that I have a Korean surname, but I never knew that I'm ethnically Korean. This is something that my Korean friends told me, and I started thinking about it, digging into it, and asking my family about it, and then turns out, yeah, I am ethnically. So yeah, I am Korean. Anyway, after university, I moved back to Russia. I worked, and then pandemic hit, and I decided during pandemic I need to move to Korea. This is the moment, the only chance that I get to move to Korea. So I get scholarship. I moved to Korea. I was working, studying, doing a lot of things, and somehow 5 years in Korea just passed by. I think I've done pretty much everything. I studied, I got into the master's degree, I dropped out, I worked in a Korean company, not that big, but I kind of got into the Korean working culture. I cannot say that I liked it, honestly, but we will talk about it later. Also, I even established an entity there, and I really tried, but I failed. So I also got into the accelerator. That's another story. That's a really interesting story that maybe one day I will share my opinion online, because yeah, some opinions can hurt. Anyway, so yeah, after all those things, I just moved back to Russia, and I live here happily. I am very, very pleased with my life right now, but I feel like there is so much creativity in me that I need to share. So this is where I'm going to share. And if you have any opinions, welcome. Leave the comments, engage in communication. I will be very, very happy to talk about any subjects, because I'm really interested in everything, anything. Today I might look into AI and social media, how they're crossing each other's path and making our world so much better. And the next day I will be into the who's Ben Affleck is again with Jennifer Lopez. What's going on? It's already the third time they're getting together. Are they going to get married again for the third time? So yeah, we will talk about everything here. So if you like it, subscribe, just leave any comment, just stay around, please hang around, and let me know what you think, because it's my first life living this life. And I'm sure I have a lot to learn about. Thank you. Вводим максималку. У нас вход только с этой стороны. И на максималочку. Hi, hello everyone. Блин, мне кажется, очки. I'm your host, and this is... Я не хочу говорить I'm your host. I'm your host. This is the radio station, Sasha.